Hello and welcome to the Fangirl Nation podcast. I'm Leah Bryers.
And I'm Amber Lee.
What are we talking about this week?
Oh, music's in a crisis. Harry Styles is in trouble. What's going on with that? The tour. New House of the Dragon season coming out. And the new Strictly Come Dancing hosts have been revealed. There's three of them.
Three of them.
Whew. There's only two of us. How are you, Leah?
You know, I'm good this week. Sun is shining. We always say that when the sun's shining. It's always a happy week.
But it even will be when this podcast comes out. Have you seen the forecast? It's like sun.
We're island gals.
Who has paid for an Etsy witch? Who's getting married this weekend? This week? Whose wedding week is it? Honestly, it's crazy scene.
It must be a busy week for the
It
weddings.
might be so hot I don't even want to go outside. Do you know what I mean?
It is one of them.
It's borderline.
It is one of them.
Especially in London.
You got the blankets out earlier. I was like, fuck.
They're props, really.
All of the weeks I've used it for coziness.
Yeah.
Now it is just aesthetic. Gosh, we've fallen into the trap.
Harry Styles. Guys, have you heard the news? So he's been performing. Obviously, he's just started his tour.
Together tour.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I don't know. But he's just done, I think, 10 nights in Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
And
10?
Well, he's doing a 10 run.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Like, well, because you know how he's doing like lots of dates
Oh,
in
yes,
one
it
place?
is. Yeah.
And big controversy because before he even started his tour, there were videos of the stage and people being like, what the fuck is that? What is that stage? It's huge. And then the videos have come out of him actually performing. First of all, running around. And everyone's saying that's why he was doing all that running.
And he clearly wants an incline with those little hills
The little
he's got.
hills. It looks like a BMX course. It does. But it turns out clearly no one was on the ground testing that thing because there's all these videos of people in the pit can't see shit
Who
over
paid
the stage.
Good money.
Because we spoke about how expensive these tickets were. And especially if you're down there, those tickets are expensive.
Really expensive. Because it's like a special pit. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, but it's like the VIP entrance. And those are the people that also get there so early in the day so that they can get in and get barrier or whatever.
It's a shame. But they have listened and apparently it's flat now.
Yeah, because they put out a statement. Imagine having to release a statement about your stage. Well, so they said that the floor was designed to give fans freedom to move around. I don't know how, though, because have you ever been at a concert? If you're like 3 rows at the front. I never do that anyway, because that's my day of hell. Being a sardine in there. You can't move unless you're at the back. And then they put out a statement saying that they're actively working on adjustments to improve visibility. How did no one test this?
Exactly. Like, all great having big ideas and having like a set designer and all of this. But like, let's think logically. This is my career.
User research.
Human factors research. When we actually put this in front of a human.
How is that no one there when they designed this? They clearly sat down and said, hey, I want to make history with this stage tour. And they did. But how did no one think, okay, so we're putting in these varying heights, various hills.
Big hills.
Big hills too. What can people see? Like, how did no one go down there?
And just like, give it a little
even
look-see.
Like the morning of. Or maybe someone did. Maybe it's going to come out that like it was a whistleblower. You know what I mean?
Because I understand what he's doing. Having this like big stage means more people can be front row.
I love it when people do this. I love when they do a stadium tour and they actually build a stage that fills the stadium. I went to see Lana Del Rey at Wembley last year and that was not a stadium show. Like, she just used the stage. Nothing came out and there was no atmosphere. Like, you could barely see her because she was in this little house in the back of the stage, kind of moving around very spookily.
It's not it. Like, I went to Beyonce and that is a perfect example of someone using a stadium. The stage was huge. It was massive. Came all the way out basically to the back. It went from both ends and it had all these like different bits where she'd like run, which meant loads of people were front row. I had an amazing view of her. I was sardined in and I didn't even have to get there that early. So it meant that people that camped got the best seat in the house, the best standing point in the house. And then the people that got there early that day were second row.
Everyone was happy.
I got there after doors opened, went to Sainsbury's, got a moth cocktail and strolled in and I was 3 people deep. It was amazing.
And more importantly, for the people sat down who are really far back as it is, even if you're first row in the seats, if a stage comes out, then it's just better for everyone. Taylor Swift, fantastic. Who fucked up on that stage design? That is actually someone's job. And there's a lot of unhappy fans.
Yeah, well, they've changed it now.
Yeah, but now all those fans are like, well, what were we?
I know.
Pigs?
Yeah, first
they
3
paid
nights.
a lot of money, couldn't see shit. But people are also just saying that it's not very good. The show.
This is what I think is really difficult because when you are charging like huge prices, people expect a lot. And me being one of them with Beyonce, when I was buying these tickets, I remember logging on and it's when you don't know how much they're going to be because you're there as it drops. And seeing the price of like God tickets, which are like £180, which meant I was like, well, I might as well spend an extra 50 quid and be standing now. And up until the day I was like, I can't believe I spent this much money on a ticket to go see someone.
Cheap now.
Exactly. I can't believe I spent all this money to go see someone, But then when I was there, it was a 3-hour performance. It had everything you could ever wish for. I saw her. I think she pointed at me. It was amazing. And she had troops of dancers. She was flying all over the gaff. There were fireworks. She did movies in between when she was changing her costumes. The same with like Taylor Swift.
Like I say, it's a stadium show. For you, Beyonce. For me, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's show looked unreal.
Same as Beyonce's.
You spent your money and you got your money's worth.
And I think both of them have even said like they wanted to make sure that people came and felt like they got their money's worth.
And now I think there's this like rise of like artists that maybe aren't stadium artists, first of all. I'm not saying Harry Styles isn't huge and big,
but I would argue his last tour was a stadium tour, Harry's House. That to me looked...
Yeah, but he still was it was just him running about stage.
That's what he does though, but yeah.
But that's what I mean, like, and then charging the prices of people that are putting on big productions, actually charging more than people are putting on these huge productions. I think it's just a bit exploitative to your fans, to be honest.
I got invited to Harry Styles and I said no.
Oh,
I know.
Fair enough. You're not the biggest fan. Give it to a real fan.
Exactly. So you're welcome. Some other influencer will get that ticket. No, but I think I'm of an age where I was like, oh god, the faff of getting to Wembley and leaving. Maybe if it was somewhere else, but even I'm not a big fan.
But like, I always just think with the price, like you need to be putting on a big show. Some of those Harry pre-sales tickets, well, this is in America, $1,000.
And let's take into account the fact that because he's only doing one city. In most of these countries, people have not only paid for their ticket prices, they've travelled, they're paying for travel, accommodation, for a maybe underwhelming show. If people are travelling and you want it to be the best show of their lives.
Totally.
That's how I felt about the Eras tour. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I'll never get to experience that again.
I think that he is taking...
He's taking feedback.
He's taking from like things of the way he's ending the show has changed and things like that. So hopefully it just gets bigger and better. I'm holding out for you, Harry fans.
Do you know what's interesting is I'm bored when I look at the clips. I don't think I've even watched a whole full video. I just like... Do you know what I mean? With Beyonce, I was... hooked. Watching BYV? Yeah, watching her come on dancing every night. I was like, oh, look at her growing with confidence. Look at this. Look at all these moments. But like every night you'd be trying to see the different changes.
Every night was special.
But the clips I'm seeing from Harry, it all just the light looks a bit dead. It's all like a bit, I don't know.
I generally think for the style of music it is, and he wants people dancing, I don't think it should be in stadiums. I think it should have been in
in
arenas where people could really feel like boogieing, a bit clubby.
Do you know what?
A bit...
Billie Eilish, I saw her at the O2 last year, and that was fantastic because she definitely could have done a stadium tour. Like she has the audience for it, but it just her stage took up the whole thing in the middle, but like flat, people could see over it.
Yeah,
and it just felt so intimate and lovely. Maybe especially because Harry's going down this new route. Yeah. Maybe just a stadium wasn't the way to the move, you know?
Yeah, and I think a lot of artists becoming stadium artists is like now it's way more reachable. But have you heard about this Blue Dot Fever?
No.
So Blue Dot Fever is about people, well, big artists, or not even that big artists, announcing they're doing tours and them not selling and have to cancel them.
And they blame it on something. Was it Meghan Trainor? She like cancelled her tour
because she wants to be with her family.
Meghan Trainor is having an identity crisis though. Yeah. In her brand.
Like, so the Blue Dot Fever is they're just not selling. They're not selling, and it's like when you go on Ticketmaster, it's just blue dots everywhere because they're all available.
Who else?
It's actually been a bit of a plague this year. So there's been Meghan Trainor, Post Malone.
That's interesting.
Again, he didn't say it was because of ticket sales, but if you go on selling very well, he pushed it back because he was like, my new music isn't ready. You've had Zayn Malik.
What?
Yeah.
Not enough girls wanted to go and see Zayn.
No, fair enough. He's not doing stadiums.
Yeah, but
he said it was mental health, and he's the one I kind of believe. And then the big one was Pussycat Dolls cancelled their whole American run bar one date, which is like a festival. And they were really honest about it. They were like, we looked at the state of the tour. It's not happening. And the same with, I think it was Kid Cudi as well. Similar thing. At least they admit that it was like ticket sales.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, like we've said before, tickets are fucking expensive nowadays. The cost of living is so high. In the UK, ticket prices from 2021 have gone up 81%.
Since when? Wait, since 2021.
5 years.
Christ. Have you seen Spotify have introduced this new feature though? Like Spotify Reserved?
Yeah.
Where they reserve tickets for top fans of
Which
people.
I think is amazing because it means fans can go before these resale prices go crazy.
Did you see that someone from Ticketmaster confirmed that the queue is not random?
What does it
mean? When
you
join the Ticketmaster queue, you know, you refresh and it just puts you at a thing and people just thought it was at random. And someone tweeted, someone from Ticketmaster, and was like, oh, it's not random. I don't know where that ever came from. Apparently it's like if you're like a loyal user, or like there's various things that make you go higher up the queue.
Oh, so you think it's like people who always win the ticket war because they're loyal? They're always there.
When I got Coldplay tickets, I got into the queue at under 1,000. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to like the prices of these tickets and the resales and Ticketmaster, and it feels like it's very exploitative. Everything feels a lot, and we've seen that artists actually can have a bit more of a say, because there's Olivia Dean, Ariana Grande. They were like, no. Did you not see Olivia Dean's Instagrams like last year?
Mm-mm.
Basically, she called Ticketmaster out. She was like, this is disgusting. Because of that, Ticketmaster was like, okay, fine, we've stopped any reselling of tickets above the actual price of tickets, which are already expensive, and they refunded anyone who had bought a resale ticket for like more money. And the same with Ariana Grande, the same thing happened. And also, artists can turn off dynamic pricing, which is another thing where like Ticketmaster and like other things are making so much money through demand.
Yeah, a lot of artists do turn the dynamic pricing off. But so I didn't know this. You know, apparently a lot of venues are in contracts with Ticketmaster. And so like if artists want to perform at various venues, they have to use Ticketmaster.
I did not know
It's
that.
like you have to use it.
Well, and then Ticketmaster being like, well, it's not our fault if the artist doesn't turn it off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you've also invented that an absolute
Yeah.
disgusting system. But more artists need to turn it off. There's dynamic pricing, and then there's also like resale ticket pricing, which is crazy. They're two different lanes of grossness. In the UK, there's a massive movement. Like loads of artists last year signed like a letter to the PM, but it was like Sam Fender, Dua Lipa, Coldplay, being like, we need to stop like ticket scalping, and like the price is going up so high. And they announced it in the King's speech a few weeks ago. What?
Yes, I saw this.
Yeah, that they're gonna try and push a bill.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's getting better.
Yeah. Because in Europe, it's way better. You can't resell tickets for more than they cost. So that's why a lot of Americans were coming to Europe to see Taylor Swift.
Got you.
Because it was cheaper for them to fly to Europe, stay, get tickets on resale or however, and instead of buying them in their own country.
The prices out in America are absolutely insane.
That's another thing.
That's
and
the one.
sporting events, everything.
That's the one when you're seeing like the things going over thousands and thousands. Like it's insane. And then we've seen with like artists having to cancel their tour because tickets aren't selling in America.
Yeah.
Because Pussycat Dolls, it's only their North American tour they've cancelled. They're still coming to Europe and the UK.
Interesting.
And finally people will be like, well, I'm not paying that much to go see someone. It's one night.
What's the most you paid to see someone? Beyonce.
Yeah, it was £225, which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
The only one I think maybe was worth it, but like a lot.
That's a lot.
And it will only increase, to be honest.
Just want to keep going up, isn't it? Hopefully, salaries go up in the UK. That'd be nice.
That would be lovely.
Anyway, moving on from this crisis, a new trailer for House of the Dragon has come up. Have you seen House of the Dragon?
Season 1, not season 2.
How? Because you love Game of Thrones.
I watched season 1 of House of the Dragon, really enjoyed it, and watched the first few episodes of season 2, and I was like, I'm kind of bored. And then I didn't have Sky. I stopped having Sky. It's on now, and now I have Now, so I will go back and watch it.
Now you have Now. House of the Dragon, for people who don't know, it's one of the Game of Thrones prequels about the Dance of the Dragons, the war that ended all dragons, apart from Daenerys' little babies later on. It's been out so long that I kind of forgot what happened. Do you know, like, it's been like a few years, and then I was also getting confused with like A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Everything. So it left with Daemon pledging his allegiance to Rhaenyra because of a vision he got, and then we find out that maybe Helena was causing the vision. Aemond attacked his brother, Aegon, and then Aegon's recovering, and Larys says to Aegon, you know, the gossipy guy, he's like, you need to get out of here because your brother's going to kill you, because Aemond has just gone power hungry, thinks he should be the rightful king. And Rhaenyra and Alicent have made a deal for Rhaenyra to come in, take over King's Landing, everything, take it all back, agree to kill off Aegon, but Aegon has fled with Larys, and that's kind of where it ends. And in this new trailer, we actually get a lot of James Norton, who's a new character, who plays Ormond Hightower, Alicent's cousin. So he's come to help out his cousin.
Watching the trailer and seeing James Norton in it's brought me back on board.
Bit of excitement.
Yeah. I love James Norton.
I think season 1 was fantastic. I really loved season 1, and also when Luke died. Do you know what? I went through this phase where I listened to Bigger Than the Whole Sky by Taylor Swift. It was like, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And just like think of him and his little dragon being swallowed up by Aemon's big dragon. Devastating. And I think the emotional toll, because like we saw Rhaenyra grow up and then have her babies, and then that happened.
Also because I really thought he'd gotten away.
Yeah.
I was like nervous, and I was like, no, it's fine.
Because you forget how brutal the Game of Thrones world is.
Yeah.
But then you also, what's interesting about this is kind of the same with Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, is knowing how everything turns out.
Yeah.
You know, we know that the war ends in everyone killing themselves and all the dragons being killed because they just tear each other apart. essentially.
I do like when a prequel can take you out of actual...
Even though you know.
You can still like root for them.
Yeah. That is out on June 21st. Then it's weekly drops. Weekly episodes. I'm really excited, actually.
Yeah.
I think this season will be better. Because season 2, it felt like they picked up the pace in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 was good, but then there wasn't...
It was building up. Yeah.
So now I think, now that we've got brother and... Like, even there's different factions tearing themselves apart. They're a family as it is. They're a family who's just, like, fighting over the throne. And now, even in their different sides, you had these power dynamics. Rhaenyra and Daemon fighting. They've finally kind of solved that. But then you have Aegon and Aemond fighting, literally turned against each other. In this trailer, Aegon is like, I want to kill my brother. Alicent went to Rhaenyra, basically said she's willing to kill off Aegon to end the war. Crazy. Helena, Aegon's sister wife, who Aemond is actually in love with his own sister, tells Helena, you're going to be dead. Helena tells him.
The trailer is actually insane. So much happened in that trailer.
Yeah.
I wonder how far in it goes, like, into the story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I also, the guy who plays Aegon said, like, yeah, it's faithful to the books, but the showrunners, like, are doing their own thing as well.
We know how that lasted with the last season of Game of Thrones.
But they didn't have a book. At least this, they have.
They have something, yeah.
I'm very excited. I think The Night of the Seven Kingdoms has lulled me into feeling this, like I enjoy all these, like, because The Night of the Seven Kingdoms was so wholesome, and this is going to be, there's a lot of people are going to die. It's going to be very painful, and I'm going to have to brace myself. I'm excited, but I'm scared. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a nice, lovely watch.
No.
It's just going to be like,
knowing how, like, knowing what's to come. Yeah. But I'm very excited. I love the whole Game of Thrones universe.
Yeah, you do.
Because then we've got the movie coming out. We spoke about that.
Yeah, that's
not for a while.
Well, yeah.
And then Night of the Seven Kingdoms next year. So much to come.
And we got the play.
Yeah. We need to try and get tickets. Moving on to lighter notes. They've announced the new host of Strictly Come Dancing.
Yeah. A trio, as we said. So
Who
we've got Johannes, we have Emma Willis, and we have Joss Widdicombe as
is it Emma Willis?
It is Emma Willis. Who do you think it was?
I don't think I looked very closely at the announcement. I saw it and thought Leah will tell me about this. That's Leah's domain.
I loved Strictly. So yeah, they're replacing Tess and Claudia. So Emma Willis is kind of replacing Tess's role.
I love Emma Willis. I'm happy to see her doing more than Love Is Blind.
No, I feel like she's everything.
I feel like I've seen that much of her.
Big Brother.
I don't watch it.
Love Is Blind.
Well, yeah, exactly.
The Circle.
Oh, again, I don't watch it. So maybe when I do see her, I'm happy now that she's doing something that's that big.
Yeah, she is great. And then we have Joss Widdicombe, who will be taking over like Claudia's role.
Yes.
And I love Josh Widdicombe. Thinking about this on the way here, I've loved Josh Widdicombe since like 2012 because, you know, we both love the Olympics.
Yes.
And the Paralympic. And I've loved Last Legs since the first ever season on the Paralympics of 2012.
Yeah, he's not what I would have expected.
No, but he is just really funny and really nice. And he seems to have a really good rapport with anyone.
Yeah.
So I think he's a good place. And then Johannes is going to be like, they described it a bit like a runner. So he's going to like running around doing...
They created a role for him.
I think so. It's more, you know, when Claudia did the stuff when she wasn't up in the tower in the thing, and she'd be like running around backstage doing all of that. So I think he's just taking over that bit.
So where has he come from?
Have you never watched Strictly? So Johannes has been my favourite professional on Strictly since he joined.
Okay.
Years ago.
Right.
He was partnered with the first ever male-male partnership with John White and did the most sublime dances, like absolutely beautiful, some that I think about all the time and I watch regularly.
I will say I've never sat and watched a full episode of Strictly apart from like when I'm at my grandparents' house. And then like sometimes if people I know are on it, I'll watch their dance.
Okay.
I've never sat through like I sat through it like I say when I was a kid. When I was in my grandparents. But I'm intrigued to see if they can bring Strictly back the same way, like revive it the same way America has done with Dancing with the Stars.
Babe, Strictly's been back. You've just been out of the loop.
No, very different to what it is in America.
No, yeah, completely different.
That's what I mean. Dancing with the Stars didn't used to be that. It's only the last few years that they have made it a much more younger leaning show. Strictly now, it's huge, but with a specific audience. And with people I think that already love dancing. Like young people don't watch Strictly. Unless there's someone they know on it. Yeah, you watch it.
I watch Strictly.
I know, you're the niche audience I'm talking about. Like theatre people who love dancing and stuff. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Like, but it's not
I don't know if I agree. It's all over my TikTok when it's on.
Yeah, I know, your TikTok.
Yeah.
It's a huge British show. But when you look at the demographic who is tuning in on their TV, it's older people. That's what I mean.
Fair enough.
Like, and maybe young people are watching a bit of it on TikTok when it's someone they like. Like, a lot of people last year watched it because of George Clark and they were thirsting over him.
Yeah.
But Dancing with the Stars has become, do you know what I mean? It's a
Yeah,
different
okay.
kind of place in the
universe.
yeah.
Well, everyone needs to get on the Strictly Hype. It's great, lovely
so
watching.
I would like for them to actually make it more engaging for younger people.
Well, I don't know if they've chosen the right host for that.
Josh Whittaker and Willis? No, maybe not.
Both middle aged.
Who are the
With
hosts
kids.
who are the hosts in America?
The guy that played Carlton in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What's his name?
Really?
Yeah, he used to be a dancer on it. Like,
Okay.
went in as a celeb.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the other host is. I can't remember.
But you know how, like, in America, some people would kill to go on Dancing with the Stars. And I think it's the same thing in the UK.
No, but I also think it can be a bit of a humiliation ritual. It's a big thing to put yourself out there like that and see if people vote for you, like as a celeb. Which I think is interesting that they've got these 3 hosts, because Johannes obviously was a professional. Josh Whittaker's been on it in the Christmas special, so he's had a bit of an experience of it. And Emma Willis. But apparently every presenter in the UK screen tested for it.
It's a really hard job, I think. Like, it's live. It's a lot. I think you have to be very experienced or enough to lead that kind of show.
Yeah, I think you've got to be like strong enough.
Really strong. Yeah. And I think maybe a lot of people don't realise that.
Yeah, Tess Daly and Claudia did, and Bruce.
They're
Brucey,
unbelievable.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So they are big shoes to fill.
So it starts, what, September?
Yeah, around then. I always think of it like Christmassy, wintry time.
Wonder who they're going to get on it.
Well, it's really interesting also because they've like axed loads of the professionals.
Bring new ones in.
They've not announced the new ones yet.
Interesting.
But like some favourites, you know? And some that I think they didn't give a chance to, you know? Because obviously they have more professionals than couples.
So, I mean, I'm thinking maybe they're trying to revamp it a little bit.
Yeah, you could be right there.
Like, with new presenters, they've got clearly a whole new format by adding a third one in and having a new role created.
Yeah. I wonder what they're doing, what they're cooking up.
Yeah, exactly. What's
in
to come?
BBC. What they're mixing in that pot?
BBC. And like you said, they're, you know, cranking things up a notch over there.
They are. They're doing bits. So I'm excited for this new season anyway.
Yeah, me too. Who was it that dropped out at the last second because she broke something? Was it Danny Dyer?
Yes.
Yeah.
After week 1.
Yeah. But then Amber Davies got a call up, right? And was like...
She did like opening week where there's no voting.
That's what I mean.
And then, yeah, she broke it. That happens because it happened with Jamie Lang.
Would you go on Strictly Come Dancing?
As a celebrity,
Yeah. No, like if you were in a position in your life to go on it, that's...
If I'm in a position in my life where I'd be invited to be on Strictly Come Dancing, I would be like, hello, Mr. BBC or Mrs. BBC. Pause for a second, give me 3 weeks. And I take ballroom classes to see if I could at least do it. Because I've never really danced, ever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if, like, you know how some people are on Strictly and it's just like, you actually just can't do it.
Yeah.
You're not really going to get any better. You're like generally just so bad. And I don't know if that's me.
Fair.
If that was me, then I'd ring Mr. or Mrs. Strictly back and say no.
You wouldn't want to go through the learning whether or not you could do it while you were on it.
I won't do lots because, you know, it's spirit of the game. A few classes for a few weeks to see if I can actually do something and then hopefully get better. Would you go on it?
Yeah, probably. I think it'd be fun to learn how to dance.
Exactly. You get this massive talent at the
Yeah.
end.
Do you know what I am intrigued about? Like, talking about the whole US versus UK. In America, they have way more like young social media-y internet people go on it.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like in the UK, they have like one token TikToker. Do you know what I mean? I wonder if they'll get more this year.
Well, yeah, we'll see. I wonder if George bumped those ratings.
Probably. Well, I mean, on TikTok, that was big.
Yeah, on TikTok, but did it? I think they're quite loyal to their view account on iPlayer/live.
In America, they have a lot of like what they call the secret
What?
lives of, you know, it's the secret lives of morning wives.
Oh.
The secret lives of morning wives. They had 2 of them go on. They had Alex Earle last year.
Yeah.
Like, what's the UK equivalent of someone from the secret lives of Mormon wives?
Like me and Chelsea, or something like that.
But I want
they
them
get those
to
all the
bring more
time.
interesting people. I feel like the UK, it's like it's a lot of the same people that have been around for a long time on the TV circuit.
Yeah.
You know, like how Ramesh
Ranganathan.
yeah, and his friend.
Yeah.
But they're like a little duo. They've got a TV show together.
Yeah, they do loads of stuff together.
That's what I mean. They'll probably be on Strictly this year, unless they haven't already done it. Like, the UK loves to book the same people. So I hope
they are on the Celebrity Traitors. Both.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So I hope we see some
different faces.
Well, I'd love it if they got real celebrities. Every year you're a bit like, oh, who's that one?
Yeah.
And then there's some you're like, eh?
Yeah.
I think BBC have some budget at the moment.
So
Let's use it to get
who
some
do you
big
want to
stars.
see?
I don't know.
Give me 1 or 2 British celebs. Let's start there.
British celebs.
Like, who's a real British celebrity? I think the reason they struggle is actually a lot of people have been on it.
No, but it's a lot of has-beens, isn't it? We have lots of famous people. They just won't go on it.
Like Adele.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as being like, Beyonce's not going to go on Dancing with the
No.
Stars, is she?
But what's the equivalent?
All right, well, when you know your Strictly roster, let BBC know.
Yeah, I will. I'll call them up with some casting tips. No, I'm excited to see.
I think it will be a big bang this year.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. Anyway, I'm excited for Strictly.
Me too. Am I? I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Okay, so what are you fangirling over this week then?
The Testaments.
It is good. That last episode.
I got to watch the finale.
Don't tell me anything.
Whoa. So funny now because I'm seeing all these TikToks of people's like predicting what they're going to happen, and I'm thinking you are all wrong.
One thing is because I'm still reading the book. Started months ago.
Very different to the book.
It's so different. Like I'm actually so confused because I'm also watching the show concurrently,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
I didn't realise though the actual Handmaid's Tale. I haven't read.
No, neither.
Now I'm going to. Why would I read a sequel first? But I did. It's really different to the TV show. Like in
Got
the
you.
books, Serena's like old. She's much older. Whereas in the books, they aged her down. That's just one of the differences. And obviously in the Testaments, there's so many things that are different. Garth doesn't exist in the books.
Oh.
Have you not noticed that? Agnes doesn't have a crush on anyone in the books.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
I've not finished the book yet.
But good changes.
Yeah, I think the TV show is really good.
Yeah, and it ends on a banger. So I'm excited to see what they do with season 2. That's what I'm
So
fangirling
there will
over.
be a season 2.
Yeah, it's been renewed.
There's not a second book, is there?
No, but this didn't end.
Where the book ends.
No.
Okay, perfect.
What are you fangirling over?
It's really random. One thing about me is I go through, like, I like music and then I get a music ick. I don't listen to music. I listen to podcasts.
Okay.
And then I get a podcast ick. And it's like this 6-month cyclical thing.
6 months is a long time.
Yeah, that's me. And now having a podcast, I really struggle to listen to podcasts. Because it's all too much. I start thinking about the mics. I start thinking about the editing. It's really ruined the vibe for me. And I've loved podcasts for years. So what I've recently really been getting into is audio dramas.
Ooh.
And it makes me sound like an old lady. I like Strictly and I like audio dramas.
Yeah.
Audio dramas aren't just like The Archers.
The what?
The Archers is like the most famous audio drama.
I think I know what the famous audio dramas are. What the hell is an audio drama? Like a radio play?
Like a radio play.
Okay.
Audio dramas.
Sounds more modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a play in your ears.
Uh-huh.
But obviously you can't see it, so there's lots of sound effects and things like that. So the one I'm listening to, so one thing about audio dramas that really, really works, like the genre of like thriller or like mystery, like when you're trying to figure stuff out. The one I'm listening to is called Passenger List, and it is so good. And it's about a plane that goes missing.
Okay.
And one of the passengers' sister is trying to figure out what happened because she doesn't believe the story that has been pushed by the officials.
Ooh, fun. What do you listen to them on?
They're on Spotify. They're on.
Maybe I should give it a go.
You give the Passenger List a go, and also it's nice. You just pop it in while you're on your walk, or like.
That sounds better than an audiobook because I sometimes I think audiobooks do too much, but it's still not enough. So it's like I'd rather they just not do the voices, just talk, read it out, or then do a full like.
Yeah. So they're similar to audio books when they're productions. So they have different actors.
I want to listen to some of those big production ones. The Audible system is very confusing to me and I don't like it. Every few years I will re-download Audible and don't like the system that it gives me. This whole thing with the credits and like you get one and then it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Just be like Spotify. Why can't it be?
Well, Spotify is new to that and I think it will change the precedent.
Yeah, because there are a lot of audiobooks on Spotify as well now.
That's a new push
from
Spotify. So, but yeah, audio dramas, they're really good. If you want something different and you're like, I actually just need to like focus on something and only focus on it, I think it's quite nice. It's made me concentrate. And they're like thrillers and they're exciting. So at the end of the episode, you're like, what? Give me another one.
I'll give it a go actually.
Yeah.
For my walks, my morning walks.
There you go.
Well, lovely stuff. See you next week, guys.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.